Once upon a time, in a peaceful village named Nwok, lived a kind and quiet woman named Adanna. She had a mysterious rule that no one could sleep in her compound. This rule puzzled many, especially because the moon never shone over her home, making her yard always dark at night. Despite the eerie darkness, people respected her wishes due to her wisdom and gentle nature. One day, a curious traveler named Obi decided to visit Adanna to uncover the truth behind her strange rule. Upon arriving, Obi was struck by the pitch-black darkness surrounding Adanna's home. Determined to learn more, he stayed with her and noticed that Adanna grew increasingly fearful as night fell. Her anxiety was palpable, and Obi's curiosity deepened. Seeking answers, Obi consulted an elder seer who revealed a shocking truth. When Adanna was a child, her father had made a pact with a dark spirit. This spirit had stolen the moonlight from their home, trapping it in eternal shadow. The spirit thrived on the fear of anyone who stayed in the compound at night, which was why Adanna never allowed anyone to stay after dark. Moved by Adanna's suffering, Obi and the elder devised a plan to break the spirit's hold. They used a special moonstone to summon the spirit. With great effort, they managed to trap the spirit and return the light to Adanna's home. As the moonlight once again bathed her compound, Adanna was overjoyed, and her home was no longer cloaked in darkness. The story teaches the importance of uncovering hidden truths, the power of friendship and courage, and how even the darkest challenges can be overcome with wisdom and help from others. Obi's travels next brought him to a region known for its lush oasis, a place said to be blessed with magical properties. The oasis was renowned for its crystal-clear waters and vibrant flora, which were said to have healing properties. However, recently, the oasis had begun to lose its charm, with the waters becoming murky and the plants wilting. As Obi approached the oasis, he noticed that the once pristine waters were now clouded, and the once vibrant flowers drooped sadly. The local inhabitants, a nomadic tribe known for their deep connection with nature, were growing increasingly concerned about the decline of their cherished oasis. Obi spoke with the tribe's leader, who explained that the oasis had always been a source of life and balance for their people. The leader believed that something was wrong with the magical essence of the oasis and asked Obi to investigate. Obi ventured deeper into the oasis, searching for the source of the disturbance. He came across a large, ancient tree at the center of the oasis, its once mighty branches now bare and lifeless. The tree was known to be the heart of the oasis, and its well-being was directly linked to the health of the entire area. As Obi examined the tree, he discovered that its roots were tangled and constricted by dark, creeping vines. The vines seemed to drain the tree's energy, and Obi could sense a malevolent force behind their growth. He realized that the vines were not a natural occurrence, but rather a sign of an external influence. To address the problem, Obi needed to uncover the source of the dark influence and find a way to restore the tree's vitality. Obi followed the tangled vines to a nearby spring that fed the oasis. The spring's water had turned dark and stagnant, and the surrounding area was covered in a thick, ominous mist. The curse seemed to be emanating from the spring, and Obi could feel a heavy, oppressive energy in the air. As he investigated the spring, Obi discovered that the source of the curse was a hidden artifact, a dark crystal embedded in the ground. The crystal was radiating negative energy, which had polluted the spring and affected the entire oasis. Obi knew that removing the crystal would be dangerous, as its dark energy might cause further harm. He decided to consult the tribe's wise woman, who had knowledge of ancient remedies and protection spells. The wise woman listened carefully to Obi's description of the dark crystal and the curse. She revealed that the crystal was an ancient artifact linked to a long-forgotten curse. To lift the curse, they needed to perform a cleansing ritual involving rare ingredients and protective spells. The wise woman provided Obi with a list of ingredients required for the ritual, including sacred herbs, purified water, and a special incantation passed down through generations. She also gave him a protective charm to shield him from the dark energy of the crystal. Obi gathered the necessary ingredients and prepared for the cleansing ritual. The wise woman instructed him to perform the ritual at the heart of the oasis, where the crystal's influence was most potent. At dawn, Obi set up the ritual at the spring, carefully arranging the ingredients and reciting the ancient incantation. The protective charm glowed softly around him, providing a shield against the dark energy of the crystal. As Obi began the ritual, the dark crystal's energy fought back, creating waves of negative energy that threatened to disrupt the cleansing process. Obi focused on the incantation and the sacred herbs, determined to restore balance to the oasis. The ritual took hours, with Obi battling the dark energy and keeping his concentration unwavering. Finally, with a powerful burst of light, the dark crystal shattered, and the negative energy dissipated. The spring's water began to clear, and the once wilted plants started to revive. With the dark crystal destroyed, the oasis began to heal. The waters of the spring turned crystal clear, and the vibrant flora returned to life. The ancient tree at the center of the oasis regained its strength, its branches flourishing once more. The tribe gathered around the rejuvenated oasis, celebrating the restoration of their precious resource. They expressed their deep gratitude to Obi for his bravery and perseverance in lifting the curse. The leader of the tribe presented Obi with a beautiful handcrafted staff, adorned with symbols of the oasis's revitalization. "This staff is a symbol of our gratitude," the leader said. "May it guide you in your future endeavors." Obi accepted the staff with humility, knowing that it would serve as a reminder of his journey and the balance he had helped restore. As Obi continued his journey, the staff he had received from the tribe proved to be a valuable tool. It resonated with the energies of the land and helped him navigate through various challenges. His travels took him to ancient ruins that were said to hold the wisdom of the ancients. The ruins were hidden deep within a dense jungle, and legends spoke of powerful artifacts and knowledge buried within them. Obi carefully made his way through the jungle, using the staff to guide him and protect him from potential dangers. The ruins were covered in thick vegetation, and it took considerable effort to uncover the entrance. Inside the ruins, Obi found a series of chambers filled with intricate carvings and ancient scripts. The walls depicted scenes of ancient rituals and powerful entities, and the air was thick with a sense of ancient wisdom. As Obi explored the chambers, he discovered a hidden room containing an ancient tome. The tome was bound in leather and covered in dust, its pages filled with arcane knowledge and spells. Obi carefully examined the tome, deciphering the ancient scripts. The tome revealed powerful spells for restoring balance and harmony, as well as information about the entities and spirits that govern different aspects of the world. While studying the tome, Obi was visited by a spectral figure, the guardian of the ancient knowledge. The guardian appeared as a radiant being with a commanding presence. "Who dares to enter the sanctum of the ancients?" the guardian asked, its voice echoing with authority. "I am Obi," he replied. "I seek knowledge to help restore balance and harmony to the world." The guardian scrutinized Obi with a discerning gaze. "You have shown great courage and wisdom in your journey," it said. "The knowledge within this tome is not to be taken lightly. You must prove your worth by demonstrating your understanding of its teachings." The guardian set a series of challenges for Obi to test his understanding of the ancient knowledge. The challenges involved solving complex puzzles, performing rituals, and demonstrating his ability to apply the teachings of the tome. Obi approached each challenge with determination and focus, drawing on his experiences and the lessons he had learned throughout his journey. He successfully completed the challenges, showcasing his mastery of the ancient knowledge. The guardian, impressed by Obi's skills, granted him access to the tome's secrets. "You have proven yourself worthy," the guardian said. "The knowledge you have gained will aid you in your quest to restore balance to the world." Obi thanked the guardian and carefully packed the tome, knowing that it would be a valuable resource in his ongoing journey. As Obi continued his journey, he came across a legendary site known as the Sky Temple. The temple was said to be a place of profound spiritual significance, floating high above the clouds and accessible only to those with a pure heart. Obi embarked on a quest to find the Sky Temple, following the clues in the tome and relying on the guidance of the staff he had received. The journey to the temple was treacherous, with steep cliffs and turbulent weather. After a long and arduous climb, Obi reached the base of the floating temple. A mystical bridge made of light connected the temple to the earth, and Obi stepped onto it with a sense of awe and reverence. Upon entering the Sky Temple, Obi was greeted by a serene and otherworldly atmosphere. The temple was adorned with celestial symbols and bathed in a soft, ethereal light. The air was filled with a sense of tranquility and wisdom. The temple's guardian, a celestial being with wings of light, appeared before Obi. "Welcome, traveler," the guardian said. "To gain entry to the inner sanctum of the Sky Temple, you must undergo a series of trials that test your purity of heart and your dedication to restoring balance." Obi accepted the challenge and prepared to face the trials. The trials tested his physical, mental, and spiritual strength, each one designed to evaluate his worthiness and commitment to his quest. The first trial required Obi to navigate a labyrinth of illusions and deception. He relied on his intuition and the teachings of the ancient tome to find his way through the maze, avoiding traps and false paths. The second trial involved a test of compassion and empathy. Obi was presented with scenarios where he had to make difficult choices that affected the well-being of others. He demonstrated his ability to act with kindness and fairness, even under pressure. The third trial tested Obi's understanding of balance and harmony. He was required to solve complex puzzles that represented the interconnectedness of various elements and forces. Obi used his knowledge and insight to restore equilibrium and complete the trial. Having successfully completed the trials, Obi was granted access to the inner sanctum of the Sky Temple. The sanctum was a place of profound beauty and serenity, filled with celestial artifacts and ancient scrolls. In the center of the sanctum stood a crystal orb, glowing with a soft, celestial light. The guardian explained that the orb contained the essence of the cosmos and held the key to understanding the interconnectedness of all things. Obi approached the orb with reverence, feeling a deep sense of connection with the universe. The orb revealed visions of the world's balance and the intricate web of relationships that bound all beings together. The visions from the orb provided Obi with profound insights into the nature of balance and harmony. He saw how the forces of light and darkness, creation and destruction, were interwoven and how each played a crucial role in maintaining the equilibrium of the universe. The orb also revealed the importance of wisdom and compassion in navigating the challenges of life. Obi realized that his journey had been part of a larger cosmic plan, guiding him to fulfill a vital role in restoring balance to the world. With the knowledge gained from the orb, Obi felt a renewed sense of purpose and clarity. He understood that his quest was far from over, and that there were still many challenges to face and lessons to learn. Obi bid farewell to the Celestial Guardian and the Sky Temple, carrying with him the insights and wisdom he had gained. As he descended from the temple, he felt a deep sense of gratitude for the experiences and knowledge that had shaped his journey. The mystical bridge dissolved, and Obi found himself back on solid ground, ready to continue his travels. He knew that the lessons from the Sky Temple would guide him in the challenges that lay ahead. As Obi ventured forth, he encountered new lands and communities, each with its own unique challenges and stories. His journey continued to unfold, with each new experience deepening his understanding of the world and his role within it. Obi's travels brought him to a village known for its eternal flame, a fire that had burned continuously for centuries. The village revered the flame as a symbol of their enduring spirit and strength. However, recently, the flame had begun to flicker and weaken, causing concern among the villagers. The village elder approached Obi with a request for help. The elder explained that the weakening of the eternal flame was a sign of a deeper issue, and the villagers feared that their source of strength was in danger. Obi agreed to investigate and set out to examine the source of the flame. He discovered that the flame was powered by a mystical crystal embedded in a sacred altar. The crystal had become dim and was no longer providing the energy needed to sustain the flame. Obi carefully examined the mystical crystal and found that it was covered in a dark, sticky substance that seemed to be draining its energy. He realized that the substance was the result of a curse or dark influence that had affected the crystal's power. To restore the flame, Obi needed to cleanse the crystal and remove the dark substance. He consulted with the village elder, who provided him with ancient rituals and remedies to purify the crystal and restore its energy. Obi performed the cleansing ritual, using sacred herbs, purified water, and incantations to remove the dark substance from the crystal. As he worked, the eternal flame began to flicker more brightly, and the energy of the crystal started to return. With the dark substance removed, the mystical crystal regained its brilliance, and the eternal flame was rekindled. The villagers rejoiced as the flame blazed once again, a symbol of their enduring spirit and strength. The village elder expressed deep gratitude to Obi for his help in restoring the flame. "The eternal flame represents our unity and resilience," the elder said. "You have ensured that our spirit remains strong and our legacy endures." Obi accepted the villagers' thanks and continued on his journey, knowing that his efforts had made a meaningful difference in their lives. The experience reinforced his understanding of the importance of perseverance and the power of collective strength. Obi's travels led him to a vast desert known for its shifting sands and mysterious whispers. The desert was said to be inhabited by spirits that could offer guidance and insight, but only to those who could navigate its treacherous terrain. The whispers in the desert were both alluring and disorienting, and many travelers had lost their way trying to follow them. Obi approached the desert with caution, using the knowledge and skills he had gained throughout his journey to navigate the shifting sands. As he ventured deeper into the desert, the whispers became more distinct, and he began to understand their messages. The spirits seemed to be guiding him toward a hidden oasis, a place of ancient wisdom and healing. After days of navigating the desert, Obi discovered the hidden oasis. The oasis was a serene and mystical place, surrounded by towering sand dunes and shimmering with a magical aura. In the center of the oasis stood an ancient temple, its walls adorned with celestial symbols and inscriptions. Obi approached the temple with reverence, sensing that it held valuable knowledge and insights. Inside the temple, Obi found a series of ancient scrolls and artifacts. The scrolls contained teachings about the desert spirits and their role in maintaining the balance of the desert ecosystem. The artifacts included relics of powerful beings who had once protected the desert and its inhabitants. As Obi explored the temple, he encountered the spirit of the desert, a majestic being with a form made of swirling sand and light. The spirit welcomed Obi and acknowledged his quest to restore balance and harmony. "The desert whispers its secrets to those who seek them with pure intentions," the spirit said. "You have demonstrated wisdom and perseverance in your journey. I will share with you the knowledge of the desert and its role in the cosmic balance." The spirit revealed insights into the desert's unique ecosystem and its significance in the larger cosmic order. Obi learned about the delicate balance between the elements and the importance of respecting and protecting the natural world. As a token of gratitude for Obi's dedication and wisdom, the desert spirit gifted him a celestial amulet. The amulet was imbued with the essence of the desert and could guide its wearer through challenging terrains and offer protection from harmful influences. Obi accepted the amulet with honor, knowing that it would be a valuable asset in his future travels. The spirit's teachings and the amulet's power would help him navigate the complexities of the world and continue his quest to restore balance. With the knowledge and gifts from the desert, Obi set out on his next journey, ready to face new challenges and explore the wonders of the world. Obi's travels took him to a frigid and remote region known as the Frozen Wastes. The area was characterized by its icy landscapes, towering glaciers, and harsh weather conditions. The Frozen Wastes were home to a reclusive community that had adapted to the extreme cold. Upon arriving in the Frozen Wastes, Obi learned that the community was facing a severe problem. Their ice-bound lake, a crucial source of fresh water and sustenance, had begun to freeze over with unnatural ice. The community was concerned that their survival was at risk. Obi agreed to help investigate the cause of the unnatural ice and find a solution to restore the lake's vitality. He braved the harsh weather conditions and ventured to the heart of the frozen wastes, where the lake was located. At the lake, Obi discovered that the source of the unnatural ice was a powerful artifact buried beneath the surface. The artifact, an ancient ice shard, was emitting a cold, malevolent energy that was causing the lake to freeze over unnaturally. To address the problem, Obi needed to retrieve the artifact and neutralize its dark influence. He consulted with the community's elders, who provided him with knowledge about the artifact and its history. Obi prepared to retrieve the ice shard, using the celestial amulet he had received from the desert spirit to protect himself from the artifact's energy. He carefully removed the shard from beneath the ice and began to study it. Obi performed a cleansing ritual to neutralize the dark energy of the ice shard. He used sacred herbs, purified water, and incantations to purify the artifact and restore its balance. As he worked, the ice shard's malevolent energy began to dissipate, and the unnatural ice around the lake started to melt. The lake's waters began to flow freely again, and the community's source of sustenance was restored. The community expressed their deep gratitude to Obi for his help in saving their lake. They celebrated with a traditional feast, honoring Obi for his bravery and skill in addressing the crisis. Obi's travels eventually brought him back to the village of Nwok, where he had first encountered Adanna. He was eager to reunite with her and share the stories of his journey and the lessons he had learned. Upon his return, Obi was warmly welcomed by the villagers, who were curious about his adventures. He recounted his experiences and the challenges he had faced, including the restoration of balance in various lands. Adanna, who had been eagerly awaiting Obi's return, greeted him with a joyful embrace. She thanked him for his efforts and shared her own experiences since the removal of the curse that had once shrouded her home. Obi and Adanna reflected on their journeys and the profound lessons they had learned about balance, wisdom, and the interconnectedness of all things. They realized that their experiences had contributed to a greater understanding of the world and their roles in maintaining harmony. Their stories and the wisdom they had gained became a source of inspiration for others, and they continued to share their knowledge and experiences with their communities. Their legacy of balance and harmony endured, reminding everyone of the importance of uncovering hidden truths and working together to overcome challenges. As they looked toward the future, Obi and Adanna knew that their journey was part of a larger tapestry, and they remained committed to their quest to restore and maintain balance in the world. The lessons they had learned would guide them in their ongoing efforts to create a more harmonious and enlightened world.